The Strongest Sagi with the Weakest Crest, Volume 8 Review. Back in Volume 7 of The Strongest Sagi with the Weakest Crest, we saw Matthias and his team put the Great Barrier Plan into motion and fend off monsters and demons alike before the kingdom crumbled to their attacks. At the end of the volume, the group set out for pastures new, and now the Volume 8 is here. It's time to find out what's in store for them. Matthias, Lori, Alma, and Iris are headed to Meshias, the main city, which sits atop a massive dungeon and is home to one of the Dracopole's lines. Matthias wants to go around protecting all of the Dracopole's lines since it came to light that the demons are trying to use them for their own nefarious means. First, our party has to make it along the Chikrispia forest, which is known for being a den of monsters, although thanks to Iris' presence. Every monster is hiding, and I'm not bothering our heroes. Matthias is disappointed since he was hoping to face off against a powerful foe and decides to lure one in before they leave, which gives him the opportunity to teach Lori and Alma about setting traps out in the wireless. Then, when the group reach Melchias, Matthias can't wait to dive into the dungeon, but it's not long before he notices that not everything is as it seems in the city. Someone wants Matthias to leave and send out thugs to attack him, and his party it wasn't bad enough. It seems the lord of the city might be corrupt and working with a demon. After the action-packed chapters we saw in Volume 7, I find myself grateful that this entry takes a step back to some world building. That's not to say there aren't still plenty of action scenes, because there certainly are, especially in the forest section, but it's not as much of a focus as it was before. There is also the first time flipping to another city outside of the kingdom. It is interesting to see how different the quality of life is here. Some of that is down to the corrupt lord, but at the same time, Melchias has a much rougher and dark vibe to it compared to what we're used to seeing in the kingdom. And change of scenery is something all the manga needs to refresh itself. In the case of the Strongest Sagi with the Weakest Crest, it was getting to the point of needing a change. With the arc of Melchias continuing into Volume 9, it seems like we'll be spending at least a little bit more time here as Matthias figures out who's pulling the strings behind the lord of the city. If you watch the anime, then you already know where this is going in scenes. We're still within the content adopted there. But readers who are only following the manga will enjoy the twist and turns on the storyline. The Strongest Sagi with the Weakest Crest, Volume 8 comes to the West thanks to Square Enix manga and continues to be translated by Caleb D. Cook. The translation reads well with no issues to note. Volume 9 of the series is currently scheduled for an English release in November, so not too long until we get to see the conclusion of this arc. Overall, The Strongest Sagi with the Weakest Crest, Volume 8 proves a return to form for the series as it pops for a change of scenery. This entry captures the best of both worlds as we have interesting world building combined with the detailed battle scenes we come to expect for this manga. A fair review of this volume can be found on the publisher's website here. 9 out of 10.